Hello, everyone! Today we're going on an exciting adventure. Are you ready? Great, let's go! We're going to a very special place. It's a place where delicious fruits and vegetables live. Can you guess? That's right, it's a garden. This garden is full of the most amazing fruits and vegetables you can imagine. They're bright, colorful, and oh so delicious. Each fruit and vegetable here has a story to tell. They want to share their journey with you. From the garden to your plate, it's going to be a fun-filled adventure. Are you excited? I know I am, so let's meet our amazing fruit and veggie friends. First up, we have Ray the raspberry. Ray is a cute little raspberry who lives on a big green raspberry bush. He loves to soak up the sun and dance in the summer breeze. Ray is a very friendly raspberry. He loves to make new friends. He's always willing to share his deliciousness with everyone. But most of all, Ray loves going on adventures. He dreams of traveling the world and seeing new and exciting places. Let's see where Ray's adventure takes him. Next, we have Sunny the strawberry. Sunny is a bright and cheerful strawberry who lives on a small green strawberry plant. She loves to smile and spread joy wherever she goes. Sunny is a very kind strawberry. She always thinks of others before herself. She's always there to lend a helping hand, or should we say, a helping leaf. Sunny loves to play games. Her favorite game is hide and seek. She loves to hide under the big green leaves and surprise her friends. Let's see what game Sunny plays on her adventure. Last but not least, we have Peter the pea. Peter is a small, round pea who lives inside a bright green pea pod. He's a little shy, but has a heart of gold. Peter may be small, but he's full of energy. He loves to jump and swing on the pea vines. He's always getting into mischief. But don't let his playful nature fool you. Peter is a smart pea. He loves to learn new things, and he's always eager to share his knowledge with his friends. Let's see what Peter learns on his journey. One bright sunny morning, Ray the raspberry woke up feeling very excited. Do you know why? It was a very special day for Ray. It was the day he would finally be ready to be picked from the raspberry bush. Ray had been watching the other raspberries go on their own adventures for weeks. He couldn't wait to see the world. He knew he had an important job to do. Ray wanted to be part of a delicious meal and make someone very happy. But first, Ray needed to soak up the last bit of sunshine and grow to his fullest, juiciest self. Ray took a deep breath and closed his eyes, enjoying the warmth of the sunshine. Ray loved the feeling of the sun on his skin. It made him feel warm and cozy. It helped him grow bigger and sweeter every day. Ray knew that the sun was very important for all the fruits and vegetables in the garden. It gave them energy to grow big and strong. It helped them change colors and become ripe and delicious. Without the sun, the garden would be a very dull place. As much as Ray loved the sun, he knew that rain was just as important. One day, dark clouds covered the sky, and it started to rain. At first, Ray was a little scared. He had never felt raindrops before. But then, something magical happened. The raindrops felt cool and refreshing on Ray's skin. He looked around and saw that all the other fruits and vegetables were enjoying the rain too. The rain stopped and the sun peeked out from behind the clouds. A kind farmer came to the raspberry bush where Ray was growing. The farmer carefully picked each raspberry, placing them gently in a basket. When the farmer got to Ray, Ray smiled and said, "I'm ready for my adventure." The farmer chuckled and said, "You're a brave little raspberry. You're going to make someone very happy." Ray felt a little nervous, but mostly excited as he was placed in the basket with the other raspberries. He knew his journey was just beginning. He couldn't wait to see where he would go next. Would he be part of a delicious pie, or maybe a refreshing smoothie? Ray couldn't wait to find out. Meanwhile, on a nearby strawberry plant, Sunny the strawberry was also getting ready for her big adventure. She had been watching the ripe strawberries disappear from her plant all week, and she knew her time was coming soon. Sunny wanted to be the sweetest, juiciest strawberry she could be. She wanted to be bursting with flavor. She knew that she had an important job, to bring a smile to someone's face with her deliciousness. Sunny took a deep breath and soaked up the warm sunshine, letting its energy fill her up. Sunny knew she couldn't have gotten this big and strong on her own. She looked around at all the other strawberries on her plant. They were all in this together. Sunny thought about how the other strawberries shared the nutrients from the soil and the water from the rain. They all helped each other grow. Teamwork makes the dream work, Sunny thought to herself, feeling grateful for her strawberry family. Just then, Sunny felt a gentle hand lift her from the plant. It was the kind farmer. "You're a beautiful strawberry," the farmer said with a smile. Sunny beamed with pride. She was placed carefully in a basket with other juicy red strawberries. "Off we go," Sunny thought excitedly. She couldn't wait to see where her journey would take her. As Sunny traveled in the basket, she couldn't help but overhear the farmer talking. "These strawberries are going to make a delicious dessert," the farmer said. Sunny's heart skipped a beat. A dessert! She had always wanted to be part of a delicious dessert. She imagined herself on top of a cake covered in fluffy whipped cream. Or maybe she would be dipped in rich melted chocolate. But then Sunny remembered something important. Strawberries weren't just delicious, they were also very healthy. Sunny knew that strawberries were full of vitamin C, which helps our bodies stay strong and healthy. She also knew that strawberries were full of antioxidants, which help protect our cells from damage. Being a healthy treat is just as rewarding, Sunny thought to herself, feeling proud of her nutritional value. Back in the garden, Peter the Pea was having a slightly different experience. Unlike his friends Ray and Sunny, who were always eager to explore the world beyond their pod, Peter found solace in the comfort of his little green home. He was a pea who cherished the present moment, finding joy in the simple pleasures of life. Unlike Ray and Sunny, who couldn't wait to venture out into the world, Peter was content snuggled inside his pea pod. He often marveled at the intricate design of his pod, the way it cradled him and his siblings so perfectly. The pod was not just a home, it was a sanctuary where he felt safe and loved. He loved the feeling of being surrounded by his pea siblings, all growing bigger and rounder by the day. Each day, he would observe the subtle changes in their shapes and sizes, feeling a sense of pride and excitement for what the future held. The bond he shared with his siblings was unbreakable, and he knew that they were all in this journey together. "Patience, Peter," he'd often murmur to himself. He had learned the value of patience from the stories his mother had told him about the great peas of the past. These stories taught him that good things come to those who wait, and he took these lessons to heart. Good things come to those who wait. Peter believed that rushing through life would only make him miss out on the beauty of the present. He wanted to savor every moment, to feel the warmth of the sun on his pod and the gentle caress of the breeze. He knew that his time would come, and when it did, he would be ready. He knew that one day his pea pod would be plump and juicy, ready to be plucked from the vine. He imagined the day when he would finally leave his pod and embark on a new adventure. But for now, he was content to wait, knowing that each day brought him closer to that moment. But for now, he was happy to simply soak up the sunshine and enjoy the gentle rocking of the breeze. The garden was a place of tranquility, where time seemed to slow down, allowing him to appreciate the little things. He loved watching the shadows dance on the ground as the sun moved across the sky, and the way the leaves rustled softly in the wind. Peter listened to the birds chirping cheerful melodies and the buzzing of busy bees collecting pollen. These sounds were like a symphony to his ears, a reminder of the vibrant life that surrounded him. He felt a deep connection to the garden and all its inhabitants, knowing that they were all part of a greater whole. He watched as butterflies fluttered gracefully from flower to flower, their delicate wings shimmering in the sunlight. Ladybugs crawled along the leaves, their tiny legs moving with purpose. Each creature had its own role to play in the garden, and Peter admired their dedication and resilience. Even the snails, with their slow and steady pace, taught him valuable lessons about patience and perseverance. He observed how they moved with determination, never rushing, but always making progress. It was a reminder that every journey, no matter how slow, was worth taking. Peter also marveled at the spiders, skillfully weaving their intricate webs. The delicate threads glistened in the sunlight, creating beautiful patterns that seemed almost magical. He admired their craftsmanship and the way they patiently waited for their hard work to pay off. The caterpillars, too, fascinated him. He watched as they munched on leaves, knowing that one day they would transform into magnificent butterflies. Their journey was a testament to the power of patience and the beauty of change. Peter found inspiration in the sunflowers, which always turned their faces towards the sun. They reminded him to stay positive and to always look for the light, even on cloudy days. Their bright yellow petals were like beacons of hope, guiding him through his days in the garden. He also appreciated the gardener, who tended to the plants with such care and dedication. The gardener's gentle touch and nurturing spirit made the garden a thriving, beautiful place. Peter knew that he was lucky to be part of such a wonderful environment. One of Peter's favorite moments was when a rainbow appeared after a rain shower. The vibrant colors arching across the sky filled him with a sense of wonder and joy. It was a reminder that even after the stormiest days, beauty and hope could still emerge. As the days passed, Peter continued to grow and thrive in his pod. He cherished each moment, knowing that his patience would eventually be rewarded. The garden was his home, and he was grateful for every experience it offered. And so, Peter waited, content in the knowledge that good things come to those who wait. He knew that his time would come, and when it did, he would be ready to embrace the world with open arms. For now, he was happy to simply be, enjoying the beauty and tranquility of the garden. Life inside the pea pod wasn't boring at all. Peter and his siblings loved to play games together. Their favorite was Roll the Pea, where they'd see who could roll the furthest without bumping into the edge of the pod. Sometimes they'd play Guess the Shape, where one pea would squish themselves into a funny shape, and the others would have to guess what it was. Giggles would erupt from their pod, muffled only slightly by the thin green walls that enclosed them. These games were not only fun, but they also helped the peas grow strong and healthy. They learned to work together and rely on each other, just like Sunny the strawberry and her friends. One day, Peter felt a strange sensation. It was as if the world around him was shifting, changing in ways he couldn't quite understand yet. The once familiar and cozy confines of the pea pod seemed to be transforming. The walls of the pea pod, once snug and comforting, felt a little less so. They were stretching, making room for something new, something exciting. Peter could feel the gentle pressure of his siblings all around him, each one growing and expanding just like he was. He peeked out from a tiny opening and noticed that he and his siblings were getting bigger, taking up more and more space. The world outside seemed vast and full of possibilities, a stark contrast to the small enclosed space they had known all their lives. "We're growing!" he exclaimed, a mix of excitement and nervousness in his voice. The realization brought a rush of emotions. Growing meant change, and change was both thrilling and a little bit scary. The other peas buzzed with a shared enthusiasm. They chattered amongst themselves, their tiny voices filled with wonder and anticipation. Each pea had its own dreams and hopes for what lay beyond the pod. They knew this meant they were getting closer to their own adventures outside the pod. The garden beyond was a place of mystery and promise, a place where they could grow even more and discover their true potential. Peter felt a surge of pride. He had always dreamed of what it would be like to leave the pod and see the world. Now, that dream was becoming a reality, and he couldn't wait to embrace it. They had all come a long way from the tiny, hard peas they once were. It was amazing to think about how much they had grown and changed. Each stage of their development had brought new challenges and new joys. With the help of the sun, the rain, and the rich nutrients from the soil, they had flourished. The garden had provided everything they needed to grow strong and healthy. The sun's warmth, the rain's nourishment, and the soil's richness had all played a part in their journey. The sun, with its golden rays, had given them energy and warmth. The rain, with its gentle drops, had quenched their thirst and helped them grow, and the soil, rich and fertile, had provided the nutrients they needed to thrive. Peter and his siblings had learned to appreciate the simple things in life. They had learned that growth takes time and patience, and that every drop of rain and every ray of sunshine was a gift. As they looked out of the pod together, they felt a sense of unity and togetherness. They were not just individual peas, they were a family, growing and learning together. Each pea had its own dreams of what the future might hold. Some dreamed of becoming part of a delicious meal, bringing joy to someone's table. Others dreamed of planting their own roots and growing into new pea plants, continuing the cycle of life. The possibilities were endless, and the future was bright. Peter and his siblings knew that whatever lay ahead, they would face it with courage and hope. And so, with hearts full of excitement and a little bit of nervousness, they prepared to leave the pod. It was time to step out into the world and embrace the adventures that awaited them. The garden was a place of beauty and wonder, full of vibrant flowers and plants. It was a place where they could grow and thrive, where they could discover new things and make new friends. They would meet other garden creatures like butterflies and bees and learn from them. They would explore the garden and find their place in it, each pea discovering its own unique path. As they looked back at the pod one last time, they felt a sense of gratitude. The pod had been their home, their safe haven, and it had given them everything they needed to grow. Now it was time to say goodbye and embrace the future. Hand in hand, they walked into the garden, ready to face whatever came their way. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the garden, and they knew that this was just the beginning of their journey. The garden at dusk was peaceful and serene, a perfect place for new beginnings. Peter and his siblings settled into their new home, ready to grow and thrive in this beautiful, vibrant world. And so, the joy of growing continued, as Peter and his siblings embraced the adventures and challenges that lay ahead, knowing that they were ready for whatever the future held. The day finally arrived when Peter's pea pod, now plump and vibrant green, was deemed ready for picking. It had been a long journey from a tiny seed to this moment of maturity. Peter had felt the warmth of the sun, the coolness of the rain, and the gentle caress of the wind. Each day, he had grown a little more, nourished by the rich soil and the care of the kind farmer. Now, he was ready to fulfill his purpose. The kind farmer gently plucked the pod from the vine, careful not to bruise any of the peas inside. The farmer's hands were experienced and gentle, having harvested countless pods over the years. Each movement was deliberate and respectful, as if the farmer understood the significance of each pea's journey. Peter felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as he was separated from the vine that had been his home for so long. Peter felt a jolt as they were separated from the familiar comfort of the pea plant. The vine had been his cradle, his sanctuary, and now he was venturing into the unknown. But Peter was not alone. He was surrounded by his fellow peas, each one sharing the same sense of anticipation and wonder. Together they would face whatever lay ahead. He peeked out of the pod and saw that they were being collected in a basket, surrounded by other pods just as full and green as theirs. The basket was a vibrant tapestry of green, each pod a testament to the care and dedication of the farmer. Peter felt a sense of camaraderie with the other peas, knowing that they were all part of something greater than themselves. He overheard the farmer say, "These peas are going to make a delicious and healthy side dish." The farmer's voice was filled with pride and satisfaction, a reflection of the hard work and love that had gone into growing the peas. Peter felt a sense of purpose wash over him, knowing that he was destined to bring joy and nourishment to others. Peter felt a sense of purpose wash over him. He had always known that his journey would lead to this moment, but hearing the farmer's words made it real. He imagined the smiles on the faces of those who would enjoy the meal, the laughter and conversation that would accompany each bite. Peter felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that he was part of something meaningful. He couldn't wait to be part of a meal, to bring joy and nourishment to whoever would be lucky enough to eat him. The kitchen was a place of transformation, where simple ingredients became something extraordinary. Peter imagined the warmth of the stove, the sizzle of the pan, and the delicious aroma that would fill the air. He knew that his journey was far from over, and he was ready for whatever came next. As Peter and his fellow peas were carried into the farmhouse, the sights and sounds of the kitchen filled him with excitement. The clatter of pots and pans, the hum of conversation, and the rhythmic chopping of vegetables created a symphony of activity. Peter felt a sense of anticipation, knowing that he was about to become part of something special. The farmer carefully washed the peas, rinsing away the last traces of soil and preparing them for their culinary adventure. Peter felt the cool water flow over him, a refreshing reminder of the rain that had nurtured him in the garden. He was ready to embrace his new role, to be transformed into a dish that would bring joy and nourishment to others. As the peas were added to a pot of boiling water, Peter felt a gentle warmth envelop him. The heat was a new sensation, but it was not unpleasant. He knew that this was part of the process, a necessary step in becoming something greater. The water bubbled and danced around him, a reminder of the energy and vitality that had brought him to this moment. After a few minutes, the peas were drained and added to a vibrant medley of vegetables. Peter marveled at the colors and textures around him, each ingredient contributing its unique flavor and character to the dish. He felt a sense of unity with the other vegetables, knowing that they were all working together to create something delicious. As the dish was plated and brought to the table, Peter felt a surge of pride. He had come a long way from the garden, and now he was ready to fulfill his purpose. The family gathered around the table, their faces filled with anticipation and delight. Peter watched as they took their first bites, their expressions lighting up with pleasure. In that moment, Peter knew that his journey had been worth it. He had brought joy and nourishment to those who needed it, and he had become part of a cherished memory. The garden had given him life, and now he had given something back. Peter felt a deep sense of gratitude and fulfillment, knowing that he had made a difference. As the meal came to an end and the family shared stories and laughter, Peter felt a sense of peace. He had completed his journey, and he was content. The garden had been his beginning, but the table was his destination. From garden to table, Peter had found his purpose and fulfilled his destiny. As they journeyed from the garden to a nearby kitchen, Peter thought about all the amazing things he had learned during his time in the pea pod. He learned about patience, teamwork, and the importance of growing strong and healthy. He also knew that even though he was small, he was packed with nutrients. Peas, he had learned, were a good source of protein, fiber, and vitamins. They helped build strong bones and muscles and gave you energy to play and learn. Peter, the once timid pea, now felt confident and proud. He was ready to share his tiny but mighty self with the world. As Peter the pea was busy feeling proud of himself, he noticed something new in the farmer's basket. Nestled among the vibrant green pea pods was a splash of sunshine yellow. It was Olivia the orange. She had just been picked from a nearby orchard, her skin still warm from the sun's embrace. Olivia was a cheerful and bubbly orange, always eager to make new friends. "Well, hello there," Olivia chirped, her voice as sweet and tangy as her juice. "You must be Peter. I've heard so much about you from the other peas." Peter, a little shy at first, couldn't help but smile back at Olivia's infectious enthusiasm. He had never met an orange before, and he was immediately taken by her bright and sunny disposition. "It's nice to meet you, Olivia," Peter replied. "What brings you to the basket?" "Why, I'm off on an adventure just like you," Olivia exclaimed. "I can't wait to see what delicious dish I'll become a part of." As they chatted away, Peter and Olivia discovered they had something wonderful in common. They were both packed with vitamin C. Peter had learned about the importance of vitamin C from the older peas. Olivia, being an orange, was practically bursting with it. They both knew that vitamin C helped keep people healthy and strong, fighting off colds and giving you energy to play. "We make a pretty zesty team, don't we?" Olivia said with a wink. "Imagine the delicious and healthy meals we'll be a part of together." Peter, his shyness melting away, nodded enthusiastically. He had started his journey feeling small and insignificant, but now, alongside Olivia the orange, he felt like he could do anything. Section 5. A World of Flavors. The farmer's basket, filled with peas, oranges, strawberries, and raspberries, was a testament to the incredible variety and bounty of nature's garden. Each fruit and vegetable, with its unique flavor and nutritional value, had a special role to play in creating delicious and healthy meals. And as they journeyed together, Peter the pea and Olivia the orange realized that the best adventures were often shared with new friends, discovering the wonderful world of flavors side by side. Wow! Wasn't that an amazing adventure? We traveled with Ray the raspberry, Sunny the strawberry, Peter the pea, and Olivia the orange. We learned about their journey from the garden to our plates. We discovered how the sun and the rain help them grow big and strong. We even learned about all the good things they do for our bodies. Remember, eating fruits and vegetables is like having a rainbow on your plate. Each color has its own special superpower. Red raspberries and strawberries are like tiny superheroes packed with vitamin C. Green peas are like little energy balls, full of protein and fiber. And bright oranges are like sunshine in a peel, bursting with vitamins and juicy sweetness. So next time you see a plate of colorful fruits and vegetables, don't be shy. Give them a try. You might discover a new favorite food. Maybe you'll love the sweet and tangy burst of a raspberry, or the juicy sweetness of a ripe strawberry. Perhaps you'll enjoy the satisfying crunch of a pea, or the refreshing zing of a delicious orange. The most important thing is to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables every day. They help us grow strong, stay healthy, and have lots of energy to play and learn. So keep exploring the wonderful world of fruits and vegetables. And remember, every time you take a bite, you're joining Ray, Sunny, Peter, and Olivia on their amazing adventure. Thank you for joining us on this fun and fruity adventure. We hope you had a very good time.